And congratulations, you've just won $1 million. How many of us have waited to hear those words? Well, if it hasn't happened to you, well, don't feel bad, because $1 million, it may not be considered rich anymore.
This is News 10 at 9.
So you don't want the money. Don't
I'll
make it out to
take it.
Jeff Maher.
Pass it on this way.
I'll take it.
Okay.
I'll take it. Green tie.
Good morning to you. This is News 10 at 9. I'm Dan Elliott.
And I'm Kiba Arnold. Good morning to you, Jeff Maher.
Good morning to you.
We want the money nonetheless.
Yeah, but you know, that nest egg of $1 million, even $5 million, it's not going to go as far as you think.
Right, we want to hear more about
So you're
that
going to be working
later
till you're
on,
130, pal.
You know, I love my job. I wouldn't mind working into my 80s, but not that long.
$1 million. It sounds like a lot of money, but many of those who actually have it, those that have $1 million, they'll tell you they don't feel rich.
So if 1 million's not considered to be rich, what is?
All right, Jeff, what is? I'll take $1 million easily.
That is the question, yeah. You know, $1 million, it may sound like a lot of money, but now that these high net worth Americans are saying that it's not, it makes you wonder, is this a sign of inflation? Is this a sign that the US dollar is becoming weaker? Well, whatever it is, somebody should let this woman know what's going on.
Now she's smiling. That's a good sign. Good luck.
Faucet.
That's it. That's wonderful. Oh, okay. Good luck. You better go shopping for that dog.
Michelle, it's our biggest payday yet. $1 million.
Well, why are you so excited, Michelle? It's only $1 million. It's going to be gone before you know it. Unfortunately, that's how a lot of these investors think. UBS Wealth Management America has conducted a survey of investors who carry a big bankroll. Only 28% of them who had between $1 million and $5 million in investable assets considered themselves to be wealthy. And even those with $5 million had their doubts. Only 60% in that group considered themselves to be wealthy. It comes down to one question. Do you have any financial constraints on activities? If the answer is no, then you are probably considered wealthy. If you can take your family on a Gulfstream jet to Hawaii and not worry about costs and stay there for as long as you want, then you probably are wealthy. But if you have some financial constraints, then you may not be considered rich. And guys, this breaks it down pretty well. A $1 million nest egg, that's what a lot of us are shooting for, typically averages out to $31,200 a year. When you factor in the anticipated medical costs that you would take out, that would be $56,000 before taxes. So
that's the interest you make every year? Is that what you're saying?
That's what you would live off every year. So
Okay.
Would you consider yourself rich off that? Probably not. Can you survive off it? Yeah.
No.
A $5 million nest egg puts you at about $200,000 a year for the rest of your life. Still not enough for Gulfstreams, yachts, mansions, helicopters. I think what it comes down to is just if you live below your means. How far below your means do you live? And that way you'll determine if you're wealthy or not.
And Jeff, the size of your family.
Yeah,
You know, how many people are you feeding
too.
besides yourself?
Yeah.
Well, hopefully by the time you retire, if you're thinking in terms of retirement, they're not
Right.
still with you.
Right,
Let's hope.
but just the other expenses that come along with
Well,
it.
that's the other thing, Dan, is a lot of these investors who were surveyed, they're taking care of their parents as well as children. So that's why they
It's
don't
not
feel
just
wealthy.
you anymore, no matter how old.
But the other thing to keep in mind, I remember the day when a $100,000 house was a mansion.
Awesome.
A $100,000
Good luck.
house in California these days, where?
Right.
Yeah.
Well, that's why it's all a matter of where you live and perspective and living below your means. If you take $1 million to Detroit and retire there and purchase a house for $5,000, which you can, a decent house, then you're going to live wealthy.
Right? No.
If you're going to live in
a
California,
lot of
then it's
security
gonna be
around you,
gone.
maybe, though.
Yeah.
Well, same thing goes for Northern California, parts of it compared to Southern California, LA area.
Right.
The homes down there, you think it shouldn't be nowhere near that much money.
You've got to have a lot of dough to live in San Francisco or LA area. Yeah.
Thanks for depressing us, Jeff.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. Just keep playing Powerball.
Right.
Well, if you haven't linked the internet to your TV at home, well, Google's about to make it much easier for you.
Yeah, what they're doing, they are launching something called Chromecast. All right, Jeff, you have the details for us behind this one.
Yeah, what are we, just 5 months away from Christmas? Because,
you're already soliciting gifts?
well, this is a stocking stuffer. It's only $35. That's one of the draws of this product. And basically, it simplifies YouTube and Netflix viewing for your TV. And Google just actually released an ad for it. Take a look.
55 degrees in Houston. I'm fire damage at home in Vacaville.
Now, the 2-inch long Chromecast plugs into a TV set HDMI port. Once you do that, you can watch videos from YouTube, Google Play, Netflix. You can even bring up music and photos. There's a Pandora app that's in the works, so pretty soon music will be a part of this. And you might be thinking, big deal, this concept is nothing new. But those of you who currently have this configuration, you probably have it with wires from your internet to TV, or you might be using a game console or Blu-ray player to make this happen. In this case, it's just like a little USB that plugs into the port. Chromecast also comes with a 3-month free trial to Netflix. And with its small size, Chromecast simply disappears behind your TV. So there's no loose wires or anything else obstructing your view. The device connects with the home Wi-Fi network, so you don't have to tie up a computer, mobile phone, or tablet. And at its low price, guys, Google is hoping that people will purchase these for all of their TV sets in their homes.
Well, if you've got an HD TV, but it isn't a smart TV, this is an easy adjustment.
Oh, absolutely. And you're right, Jeff. You can do it now, but it takes a lot more effort, cords, wires, a separate player. This is good.
Yeah, and the thing that I was trying to figure out is, do you download this first to the Chromecast and then you can only play what you have downloaded, or is it actually a live surfing of the internet connection?
I think it's a live surfing.
I think it
of the
is
internet
because
connection.
of the Wi-Fi connection.
Yeah, because that's what the smart TVs do right now. You can go on and just
get
whatever
you want.
It depends.
Some smart TVs, you can only have access to those app-based programs like Facebook, Pandora, Netflix. Other smart TVs, you can actually get on the web. You can actually get on the internet. So it all depends on what you actually have. And I have a feeling that this one is just for the Netflix, YouTube, whatever has an actual app.
For now.
For now, right. You never know.
Yeah. I mean, either way, it's a big advantage because
cool.
you bring family over, you want to show things on your laptop like YouTube videos and family clips, and then this is just an easy way to put it on that big screen.
Yeah, and once you get on YouTube, next thing you know, it could be an hour later, you're looking at all those silly videos.
So what are you saying? As great as this phone that Kiva has, it's not good enough to watch those things. You can't get 20 people around there to watch them.
Dan, I think that's technically a TV. It's big enough.
It's a phablet.
It's a phablet. Okay.
That's her story, and
Good
she
stuff.
is sticking to it.
I am.
Thanks, guys. The former president also made a donation to Patrick's leukemia treatment, and this is a cause very near and dear to Mr. Bush and his wife Barbara's heart. They lost their second child, Robin, to leukemia 60 years ago.
Wow, way to show support there.
Great picture.
Yeah.
Reminds me of my high school picture. I had a shaved head too.
Seriously?
Yeah.
This was one of those phases.
Just playing basketball, all of us did it. I felt bad about bumming you guys out about the $1 million and $5 million nest egg not being rich.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm going to make you feel a little bit better. I did a Google search of oldest TV anchor. And good news for you, you can easily do this for another 20 years.
Is that right?
There's a guy named Lloyd Robertson who retired last year. He was 77, so he ended a 41-year run on Canadian TV.
You want to be here till 77?
We'll see.
You love your job, but wow.
That'll increase your nest egg, right?
How old is Barbara Walters?
She's well over 70. Yeah.
And Geraldo's pretty old too.
And
he's looking okay.
Diane Sawyer's getting up there too.
See?
Yeah.
We all have hope.
Yeah, we do.
Okay.
So I went to Disneyland recently, and it's tough because a lot of people are doing this, and you're worried about getting in the way of their pictures. So you have to make a decision. Do I go in front? Do I go out in the back? Do I wait for them to take their pictures? Are they going to take a bunch of pictures? Well, this guy, unfortunately, he didn't have much of a choice, I guess. He decided to get in the way, but he got in the way at the worst time. Nick Landis was proposing to his girlfriend, Erica Boone, at Walt Disney World, and you see on the left, the guy decided to make his move, but he got in the way at the worst time, and now he's become in the way guy. So people are copying and pasting his pictures all over the internet. Oh, he gets in the way of the royal baby. Oh, he got in the way of the presidential inauguration. Oh, he got in the way of Neil Armstrong on the moon.
He is that
He got in
guy.
the way of the Beatles.
Abbey Road.
Oh, not Taylor Swift and
Taylor?
Kanye. In the way guy.
All
right.
Everybody.
Consistent.
All right, well, we're out of time. We will see you back here for News 10 Midday.
If only he could have gotten in the way.
News 10 is everywhere you want to be.